It's the fourth largest city in the country and the biggest in Texas. We're named after General Sam Houston, who brought Texas into the United States as a constituent state. NASA was established here, and we continue to be the world's leader in space exploration.
At another inch. That's the first step.
In 1962, the Colt 45s began play in Houston.
They picked just an absolutely gorgeous day to open the festivities.
And in 1971, the Rangers began play in Arlington. I'm Mission Specialist Clayton Anderson, two-time International Space Station and NASA astronaut. These new division rivals will resume their antagonism over the next 3 days. It's the Astros and the Rangers. Next.
Live from Minute Maid Park in Houston, Texas, these fans are coming in to see the Texas Rangers meet the Houston Astros in Game 1 of a 3-game series from Minute Maid Park. The Rangers at 19-19 and the Astros are 12-26. Good evening, everybody. Bill Brown and Alan Ashby. Julia Morales joins us in a few minutes to see the second series of the season between these two. The Rangers winning 2 of 3, and all those were one-run games in Arlington earlier this year, Ash.
Close games, a good sign, especially after last year where the Rangers dominated 17-2 against Houston on the season. So not a bad start to the season from that Astros perspective.
And the Rangers are 33-7 in their last 40 with Houston. But tonight, with Brad Peacock taking the mound, the Astros have hopes, and their starting pitching has been solid throughout this last road trip.
They really have been good. A lot of youngsters in the rotation now and pitching well. If they can get the bullpen pitching anywhere close to that, they're going to take some steps forward. But Brad Peacock goes out there, just his 5th start on the season this year. The previous 4 have been pretty good. The ERA is starting to show a tendency toward maybe Brad Peacock liking being a starting pitcher. On the bullpen side, he's had his struggles, but he's also struggled throwing strikes, and you can see the numbers below the league average in that regard, and that would help him a great deal if he can throw strikes to a greater percentage and stay away from the walks. On the road trip, he got a chance, and with that chance, he did well against the Detroit Tigers. That was a big one for Brad Peacock. That curveball was good at times, hanging it up just a bit, but he got some solid defense behind him. The fastball in the strike zone, I think, will be one of the real keys if he can get that down and get some calls on his side.
The Rangers have been hit with a myriad of injuries this season and some ineffectiveness, including on the part of their first baseman, Prince Fielder.
How do you figure Prince Fielder? They pick him up from the Detroit Tigers, where he had 25 bombs a year ago, 106 RBIs, and the numbers are just not good at all. The Texas Rangers are a very mediocre club offensively. They thought they would be a lot better in a number of areas. They've had injuries, but Prince Fielder is not injured. He is just not producing. And at home, hitting below 200 in a ballpark that says you really take advantage offensively. I think the Texas Rangers at this point have to be wondering what they have. The defense has been shaky at best, and so yeah, the Texas Rangers having a tough time right now, and Prince Fielder among those really having the tough times.
Mark Krause is the subject next, and Julia Morales is up with it in just a moment.